It is public company where shares can be transferred. In a public company and the private company, these are the criteria which are the real criteria to be classified. A primary market is where the company itself sells the shares, and the secondary market is your stock exchange where the shares which are in a private company, the minimum members are 2. But whereas in a public company, the minimum members are 7. That is, a private company, the minimum capital is how much they are supposed to go? That is 1 lakh rupees. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to the next session of Company Law and Secretarial Practice, and here today we're gonna go for a very beautiful concept, that is the distinguish between public company and a private company. So in the last classes you already know that what are the types of company and what is the company in real with the features of a company. Now I'll tell you that in the types of company I have told you like 12 different types of companies. Now here you should know that in this the real fact is the private company is totally different from public company. So here what happens is a private company, I have given it here, and the public company here. You need to understand that why it is called a private company and why it is called a public company. In a public company and the private company, these are the criterias which are the real criterias to be classified as a private company and a public company. The first classification is the members. That is, in a private company, the minimum members are 2. But whereas in a public company, the minimum members are 7. So when you understand that how many members are there in a company, if they say that there are only 6 members in a company, that means you should get to know that it's a private company but not a public company. But there is one more clause. What exactly the thing is? In a public company or a private company, when they say that they are 250 members in a company. Now, which company is it? Whether it is a private company or a public company? Because the criteria, the minimum was 2 and the maximum was 7. But what it is now, you have 250 members in a company. Now, whether it is a private or a public, for that you should understand that according to 2013 Companies Act, the maximum member for a private company is 200. So when I said that there are 250 members, that means you should know that it is not a private company but it is a public company. So these are the things which you are supposed to know. So a quick recall: minimum members are 2 in a private company and maximum of a private company is 200 according to 2013 Companies Act. Why is that sir is stressing more on 2013 Companies Act? Because we had one more act prior to 2013, that is called as 1956 Companies Act. 1956 Act. The 1956 Act of company says that private company, the maximum members of a private company was 50. So from 50, now in 2013, they have extended it to 200. So that is what the next thing is. But when it comes to public company, now you will understand why it is called a public, because the maximum members are unlimited. So understand this, students. Minimum was 7 and maximum is unlimited. This is what the feature of a public company is. Next one we have is the capital. How much minimum subscription should be taken by the public? When we go with a private company or a public company, the general shareholders or the people who want to invest in a company, what happens is we have the minimum paid up capital. For a private company, the minimum paid up capital is 1 lakh rupees, but whereas to convert a private company to a public company or to make a public company, you are supposed to get a minimum capital of 500, that is 5 lakh rupees. So that is what the minimum capital required from the subscriptions which you are supposed to charge. Nextly, we have a beautiful feature again about the private company and the public company. That is, the minute you see that, you will get to know whether the company is a private company or a public company. Sir, how come you will get to know that it is a private or a public? Very simple trick, I'll tell you. End of all the name of the company, if it is written PVT Limited, it is a private company. Don't you feel that it is so interesting now? Now you are getting the concept very clearly. Whichever company name ends with PVT Limited, we call that company as private limited. Whichever company name, the end it is only LTD. What is it? LTD. We call that as limited. That is called as public company. So what's the difference? In a private company, the suffix should be what? The suffix should be PVT Limited. So we call that as private limited. And next one is the commencement. That is, can commence business immediately after incorporation. So understand, soon after the registration is done, we can actually commence the business. But whereas here, it shall have to wait until it receive the certificate for commencement of the business. Here, you register and you can start it. You don't need to wait for any of the certificate. But here what happens is, in a public company, you are supposed to wait for the certificate to come. So there are few more details here in public company. The reason is, too many people are there, so they don't want to do any fraudulent act. They don't want to misrepresent anything. They don't want to miss any kind of things. That's why these are the things which you are supposed to know. Nextly, we have is, again, there are so many other differences which I have jotted down only for you people. It cannot invite public. See, the word itself is what? Private. So you cannot invite more people because the maximum limit itself is how much? 200. So what happens is, it cannot invite public to subscribe its shares and debentures. They can't invite. So whatever they have, the friends, the circle they have, they are supposed to form with them. Next one here is public company. It can invite public to subscribe its shares and debentures. I'll talk more about shares and debenture, what exactly the shares is. There are how many types of shares you have. Debentures means what? What is dividend? What is profit? What is the rate of investment, rate of return? Everything I'll talk in the few sessions which will be coming forward. Next one is, minimum subscription is not required for allotment of share. For allotment of share, they can go for any kind of a thing. They don't need to have the kind of 1 lakh capital, whatever we had, right? We don't need those kind of a subscription at all. Next is, minimum subscription is required for allotment of shares. That's why, students, you should always know two things. One is the primary market and secondary market. Now, primary market is where the company itself sells the shares, and the secondary market is your stock exchange, where the shares which are sold and bought by the company in the primary market will be actually sold and bought in the secondary market, that is a stock exchange. Here what happens is, private company cannot come to the stock exchange because their shares are not transferable. Whereas public company will be the only company which will be there in the stock exchange for the buying and selling of shares. Next one is, need not hold statutory meeting for the member, because the members are all close dear ones and the relatives. Here what happens is, usually they don't follow the code of conduct. That's why what happens is, they don't need to go for any statutory meetings. But whereas public company, yes, it is mandatory that they are supposed to have statutory meeting whenever the company law actually have prescribed. It can go for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, according to the kind of Companies Act law which regulates it. They are supposed to keep the statutory meetings. Here, when I go with statutory meeting, they are supposed to keep it with, they are supposed to file with the statistic report. We have the statistic report that is called as STAT-report. That is called as statistic report. Next one here we have is there is restriction of transfer of share. I told you about the secondary market, that is the stock exchange. Now, which is a company which can go for a stock exchange, that is private company or a public company? It is only the public company. You will not have any of the private company which cannot go to the stock exchange. The reason being there is restriction of transfer of share. The next one here in the public company, what happens is there is no restriction at all because unlimited members. How this unlimited members will happen? It's all because the shares are bought and sold in the stock market where the people can actually buy the shares, and when they buy the share, that is the equity share, they become the owner of the company. When I say owner of the company, they will definitely not be there for the management thing. The management thing is done by the board of director, who are again appointed by the people. When I say they're appointed by the people, that is the recruitment, all those things will happen, and then the CEO, CFO, everybody will be given the position, and then they'll run the company, but they're not the owners. They're only the people who manage the business, but the real owner are the people who buy the equity shares. That's why equity shareholders are called as the owner of a company. Next one, the last one is not required to issue prospectus. Please understand the story. When we cannot invite public to subscribe the shares, we cannot transfer the shares. So what exactly it is? It's not required to issue the prospectus of the company also. When you are not inviting anybody, why is that you need to make invitation card? So that is what the prospectus is all about. But whereas in public company, what happens is you are supposed to make prospectus and it is mandatory, and then you are supposed to give it to everybody, whoever will ask for it. Because you cannot say that we will not give it to you, because it is again what? It's a public company. So try to understand that private company, all people are not invited. But in a public company, you shouldn't restrict anybody. You should invite each and every person, whoever has attained the age of 18, and people who are minor and they want to be a person in your company, they are supposed to come with a guardian, and the guardian will be taking all the losses, but not the minor. So try to understand all these things, and then you are supposed to frame every kind of a thing, the private company and the public company, what exactly the difference is. This is a 10 marks question which is very much in demand, and it always comes in the examination. And many of us, though we know what exactly the private companies and the public companies, we do fail to take 10 on 10. So I've listed you all the 10 points. You are supposed to just take a screenshot, keep it, and whenever you feel like reading it or listening to it, please listen to it 100 times or whichever time you want, so that it will get registered in your brain. Because after BCom or a BBA, if you take up MBA or MCom, any further kind of a thing, the first question which will come in a company, that is the company law or any kind of a businesses, what is a public company and what is a private company? So this is what you are supposed to know. So a quick recall here, what a private company and a public company is. Now let me check how many of you will answer. Let me check how many of you will go for a right answer. The first question for you is, which is a company where the minimum members are 7? I'll explain you once again the question. The question is, which company the minimum members are 7, whether it is a private company or a public company? Yes, it is a public company. Now public company has the minimum, it is 7, and a maximum it is how much? Unlimited, right? Very good. Now what about the private company? Now when it comes to private company, right, private company, the minimum is 2 And what is the maximum, students? The maximum is 200. This is the maximum members. Now, which is a company where shares can be transferred, whether it is public company or a private company? It is public company where shares can be transferred. Now, which is a company where minimum subscription or minimum paid up capital is, say, 1 lakh rupees? That is a private company, the minimum capital is how much they are supposed to go? That is 1 lakh rupees. Beautiful. Now you are getting the concept properly. The last two questions which I'll be asking you right now is, the question is, which company at the last PVT will be written? That is PVT Limited, whether it is public company or a private company. When I say PVT, right, you should always go with private. PVT is what? Private limited. Why it is limited? Because it is called limited liability. And the last question is, did you understand the each and every point of public company and a private company with the comparison kind of a thing? If yes, then please share and like our video. So until then, here what is that you are supposed to do? Again, watch the video, understand it. If you have not understood, you can freely call us. We are always there to help you. Vidyashram is the only college which does everything for the students for free. Thank you so much, students. Until then, I'll see you when I see you.